Hello folks, Desperado Van Adventures back with another video. Now this is the second part of summer 2022 tour of Scotland, England and Wales. Now we're starting off part 2 with Abersoch. It's not a big distance from Abersoch where the last video ended, but this is the beach area. It's obviously a very popular boating area. You can see the tractors going back and forward, taking boats down to the sea and bringing them back in again, and from there up into the boatyard. Well, unfortunately I didn't get much video footage of the town, because I thought we were staying here, and then when I get back to the van, I think it was the heat. It was so warm in the van. I think the wife wanted to get into the front, into the cab, get the blower going while we're driving along, because it was just so warm. I had the back of the van open and the side door and the windows in the cab, and we were still sweating it out. So we moved on from Abersoch to Bangor, a little stopover spot beside the pier. And this is a bit of drone footage. That's the harbour there, and the little car park on the right hand side, that's where we stayed. Was a great little spot for only £4 for the night. Now this is the pier, and it's pointing towards Anglesey. That's Anglesey in the distance across the Menai Strait. Okay, here's a little bit about the pier. Right, it was opened to the public on the 14th of May 1896. The ceremony was performed by George Douglas Pennant, and there was a railway on it. A 3-foot railway for handling baggage, which had been included in the design, was removed in 1914. So there you are. And then there was a threat of demolition. In 1971 the pier closed on safety grounds, with ownership being passed to Arfin Borough Council in 1974. The council took the immediate decision to demolish the pier, but Bangor City Council objected, obtaining a Grade 2 listing for the structure, with the planning officer considering it one of the 3 finest surviving piers in Great Britain. We only stayed the one night at this one, but was really nice. We enjoyed it. Now there's a bar very close to the pier. It's called the Top and Spile, and with us having the dog, it was brilliant being able to go and buy a drink and take it into that green area in the middle. I was able to fly the drone from there as well. So it must be some sort of a beer garden belonging to the bar. So it was handy for us having the dog. We could sit in the park and have a drink. So the next place we went to was Tai Nai, an inland camping site close to Colwyn Bay. Now I'm not sure how close, but it does say on the website close to Colwyn Bay. It's a working farm campsite with cattle, sheep and hens. So we took a walk down to the hens with the dog, with Roxy, and she was very interested in them. But the hens weren't frightened at all, and she was just standing staring at them, wondering what they were. They probably thought I was coming to feed them. As you can see, they're in a nice little chicken run. So, happy chappies. Now just to the left before you hit the main caravan camping site area, there's this. And it's a hot tub and sauna and a shepherd's hut. Now they didn't seem to be open, but I think if you stay in the shepherd's hut, you've got access to the hot tub and the sauna. I don't think it's open to the caravanners or the campers. I think it's only if you're staying in that. Now, I might be wrong. If you read the campsite details, that'll probably tell you. Now, there's where I was parked. A bit of an aerial view of the camping site. Now, to stay in that level at the back, you have to be in the caravan and camping club. But where I'm parked there at the front, anyone can book in and stay there. £22 a night, and you have showers, water, and obviously a bin to dump your rubbish. So as you can see, a nice countryside setting. The only noise you might hear is the wind rushing through the wind turbines. And that's the wind turbines on the hill. Quite a distance away, but you wouldn't believe you can hear the wind blowing through them. But it's not enough to keep you awake. Right, back into England again, to Manchester, to meet up with family. And we went out here for the day to the Cheshire Steam Fair. It was absolutely roasting. The ice cream man done very well that day. So it was a good day out. All the old lorries, cars. There was a bit of a carnival at it. And at the far end there was all the steam engines parked up. We didn't get there till about 2 o'clock. And there seemed to be a lot had happened before we arrived. This is a big camper van that came driving out while we were there. Massive. You could imagine trying to get that into some of the stopover sites that we camp in. But as I said, a beautiful day. And you have all these lovely lorries and vehicles, all restored in beautiful condition. And this is one over here that is actually Land Rovers, but they have lions. So it's a bit of a safari going on over there. There's lions and tigers and what have you on the Land Rovers. So I walked on down and came across this little boyo here. It's actually got a Lambretta engine. Now I had a Lambretta scooter years ago and it was 150cc. This is only 125cc. This little car. So you can read it there. I think it's French. And it's only a single cylinder car. But if you want a car that's going to go easy in fuel, especially at the minute with the price of the fuel, this is the one to get. But I'm sure there's not too many available. Right onto the carnival, and this is the organ. Beautiful sound from it. And that's the hobby horses, and in the distance I think that's the swing chairs that we had called them all them years back. And this little brightly coloured train Beautiful. Well painted, very bright and classy looking. I would say that's pretty old as well. It's been all restored. Very nice. Now this is the steam engines. There's large ones, small ones. There's little stationary engines. That's the miniature ones. They are very, very nice. Well constructed, beautiful little machines, just like the big boys. Well, that's it, folks. I'm going to make another video of all the steam engines and all the vehicles coming out of the fair, all on their way home. But before I make that one, I still have to complete the summer video. So I still have about 4 or 5 locations to put on video that we visited in Scotland. We were intending on going straight home as soon as we arrived in Scotland, but the weather was so good, sunshine and blue skies, and it wasn't going to cost us any more going home a week later. So we made the most of it. Well, that's it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.